Everybody, or I'm so used to saying good morning that now that we're doing this on YouTube in the afternoon, I'm not sure. There's probably a lot of actual good mornings now too. Let me see if I can get this updated. Oh, there we go. Then I can keep up with comments and everything. How's everyone's week going? Give a few minutes here and let people pop on there. And didn't have a lot of warning on this today. I kind of just remembered that we were up to Tuesday already and we were going to try and do some more YouTube lives. So hope a few people are free to join us. I'm just going to kind of wait out here for a minute. We have a card we're going to make today. Last time we did this was 2 weeks ago, so this is our second YouTube live. Oh, I see some people popping in. Hello there from North Carolina. Debbie, hi Zayamara, hi Mary Jones. All right, so last time we did this, we did a scrapbook layout and a card as well. This time we're just gonna make a card. Hi from California, Jennifer. So lots of afternoons, South Carolina. I feel like this is a test every week of how well I know my state abbreviations. So if I ever say one wrong, make sure and catch me, because. And hi from Baltimore. Beth. All right. All right, so we got a couple people on here. I'm just gonna hold on a few more minutes there. Excuse me as I sip my iced tea there. Trying to keep awake, it's kind of important. Let's see. All right, we have a hello from Illinois. Hi, Linda. And there's Leah popping on there. Hi, Connie's Craft. Glad you could join us again. We kind of missed last week. I had a family emergency. Things worked out well. My mom just ended up in the hospital and kind of having some emergency surgery, and things were complicated just with not being able to get into the hospital. So my last week got a little bit crazy. Hi, Iris from San Antonio. Glad you could join us. So very happy to be back again, and I'm hoping to do this a little bit more here. Let me show you the card we're going to work on making today. I pulled out some supplies that I hadn't realized I kind of hadn't used. Sometimes I just kind of flip through my supplies and go, oh, how is it that I've never used this? So, and this is such a fun, fun set. This is called Teardrop Tag with Fillable Elements. I feel like that's challenging to say. Hello, another from Washington. Thanks for the prayers, Beth. She's doing much better. She's home and really healing well, and very happy to be home and resting. So we're all happy to have her back where she belongs. All right, so this teardrop tag with fillable elements, it's got the option of, the tag is kind of a fun shape, so you can make tags or use those tags on a card, but you can also just use the individual floral elements. They're all separate, like this on a card. To me, it kind of reminds me of like a stained glass window or something fun, and I love that window effect. So hi from Chicago, Susan. So yeah, and then the other thing I found I hadn't used in a good long while, and I thought it'd be fun to pull out, is my rainbow washi tape. This has been out almost a year. This is the super wide, you can see it's as wide as a A2 card. Super fun with, and it comes with 3 different panels. So you can see this panel I have on here is kind of the pink and green. We're going to be doing the rainbow one today, and also there's kind of a blue and purple one that's really pretty on there as well. So I'm going to mix and match all of those on there together. And then a few other little die cuts and sentiments. We've got some of our beautiful crystals tucked on there as well. And a little bit later here, later now, I haven't decided. We have a new release coming up in just a little bit over a week. So I got permission today to share a little bit of a sneak peek. So I'm trying to decide whether I should do that now or wait towards the end. I might just do it now because I've got it sitting here next to me, and then I can move it off my work surface so I have enough room to. So this is like seriously teasing. It is a huge and beautiful release. Can you see? Can you see that pile? Stamps and dies and all kinds of fun stuff. And I'm going to pop it around to the front just to give you the sneakiest of sneak peeks. A little just look there. Just a tease. That front one is super appropriate for the crazy time that we're going through. So yeah, there's your fun little tease of a sneak peek. So that release is happening on, I almost said November, not November, April. Not only am I mixing up days, I'm mixing up months. April 30th, we're going to have a huge blog hop with the design team. There's some fabulous guest designers that are going to be joining us. We'll probably have our normal Facebook Live that day. So make sure and stop by to see the entire release that day and everything. Slimline dies. I saw a question there. I just heard those are, I think, shipping out, so they should be receiving them soon. Not sure the exact, yeah, there we go, around the time of the release. Leah will answer that question. So there's your sneak peek and your little tease and something to look forward to. And I haven't broken anything open and started to use it yet, but I can't wait to start playing with it. So you'll probably be seeing some more sneak peeks in the days ahead as everyone's just gotten their hands on it and is getting ready to start creating their cards and getting ready for that blog hop. So the sound of adhesive opening on a package of stamps, isn't it fun? All right, I'm gonna go ahead, oops, nope, I don't need to do that. That'll be my button. I'm gonna go ahead and get this flipped around and turned down, and we're gonna go ahead and get started on making this card. And actually, I think we're gonna make 2 of them today and do the other 2 panels of that rainbow washi. So I'm gonna get this turned around so we can do what we do next, one bit at a time. All right. Excuse the wobbly camera. It's always the hardest part of this whole job, is getting it all turned around without too much wobbling. All right. I think on that note, we're ready to go here. So I've still got all my supplies tucked around here, as you can see. And I already have this panel kind of all pre-die cut and trimmed down and ready to go. So we're going to go ahead and kind of move on to the next little bit. I'm going to start by doing that other washi panel, die cut that panel, and then we'll just kind of move on each step at a time. I have my die cut machine handy. It's kind of noisy, so I apologize in advance, but I tried to kind of do some of the die cutting ahead that I could. All right, if you have not seen elsewhere on this YouTube channel, Leah did a great video with some hints and tips for our wide washi tape. And one of my favorites, it's super good and sticky when you peel it off. So if you get that first panel stretched out and ready to go, I think she used wax paper or something in there, but I have a little piece of parchment paper that I've tucked in here. And it does a, oopsie, got that sticking on my paper. I can peel it out and it keeps that first panel off and ready to go. So when you peel off, when you have a bigger piece to grip here, it's so much easier to peel off the next layer of this. So what I like to do now is kind of follow her tips on there, because it gives me such a wider spot to hold on to. And now I can tuck that in there. And then when I roll it closed a little bit, it's gonna maintain that spot. All right, then I'm gonna pull out my scissors. Now, this washi does have this great little thin strip in between too. And if you want to be particular, I usually just kind of use that as my division area. If you're a little more careful, you can use that. For me, it's just simpler to not have to mess with that. All right, and now that I have this piece, I don't want to stick that down quite yet. Another trick that Leah showed, that I'm going to share with you, is if you have a wide, this is a stencil tool. You can use anything. You can just use your fingers as well, or a clear block, or like an envelope, or a scorer. It's something for, I can't remember the name of it, a bone folder. There we go. I can't think of the name of it. Ever have those moments? So, but I've really liked her tip of using this wide. It's just a flexible, wide, flat tool. And there we go. Make sure I'm not missing any comments. Oh, and I forgot to mention again, I'm going to wait for a second before I put this on. If you haven't joined us before or haven't come to our Facebook Lives, feel free to click the share button and leave lots of comments. Each of those is an entry for a $15 gift card at the end here. And I don't know why. I feel like my comments should be refreshing and they're not on there. So if you're leaving comments and I'm not ignoring, I don't know why, but I'm not quite seeing them. All right, so I'm gonna just adhere this. I'm gonna start just in that upper corner there. just enough to kind of hold it in place. Then I can use this tool to go over it and just kind of smooth it out and minimize the wrinkles so it goes on nice and smooth. It's really a great trick. And look at that. It absolutely perfectly adheres. No wrinkles or anything on there. Such a great trick. All right, let me see here. Hold on. I'm going to see if I can go back in and get... Ah, there we go. All right, now I got my comments refreshing. Sorry about that. I just wanted to try and not miss those any more than I needed to. All right, I'm just trimming this down rough. It's not too particular right now. And what I'm going to do at this point... Ah, yes, a silicone scraper from your kitchen. That would also be another similar tool to this one. All right, let me see here. Where do I have it? Next up, I'm going to pull out these diagonal stitched rectangles. For this, I'm going to use the largest one. This is one of my favorite staple dies. This and the stitched rectangles, but I kind of like the fun interest. I don't know if you can kind of see on there, those side stitching on there. It's such a unique, kind of fun little bit of texture on there. So I'm going to get some purple tape just to make sure I hold it in place. Set this off to the side. Pull my die cut machine over here, and I will again apologize in advance for the added noise, but I really am kind of spoiled by my electronic die cut machine, so that's kind of my favorite one. All right, let's roll this through there. Just like that. Isn't that a beautiful? I love that watercolor effect. I think the rainbow one's my favorite, but I love that there's variety in there as well. Kind of makes it super extra fun. All right, for the top panel that we're going to put on this, I don't know if you see that one there. I'm using the nested down smaller size. I went ahead and pre-die cut those just so that we didn't have the added noise of those going on there. So you didn't have to listen to that again, but we do need to move on and add our little floral windows onto here. So for this first card, I used this one right here, and I haven't quite decided which ones. I kind of like that one. Maybe we'll use, yes, Linda, all these colors are in the same roll. It alternates all three colors. So super duper fun. All right, let's use these two on here. I'm going to do the same thing with my purple tape and just adhere those teensy tiny bit. It doesn't take much, just enough to hold it evenly. Just because I hate it kind of moving once it's in my die cut machine. You know what I mean? And if you're just now joining and tuning in a bit late, no worries at all. This always gets shared to rewatch, so you can catch the beginning. So hi, Greta, glad you could join us. All right, I'm going to cut the next one here. And I literally have not cut any of these before today. So that one was the first one. This is the first time cutting these, and I love, hold on here. Okay, sorry, keep trying to talk through that noise. I love how well Pink Fresh dies cut. If you're not familiar with them, you get beautiful cuts right on the first try, and they cut so well just right out of the gate. Okay, let's get those extras up there out of the way. And I just look at how easy all those extra pieces pop out. I mean, you don't need a piercing tool, you don't need anything. All right, we'll try that one on there. Or wait, did I do it the other way? I don't even remember which way I had it originally. Not that there's a right or wrong anyway. So. Okay, so now we've got these to this point. So before I adhere this on, I used foam tape to put them on. So I want to go ahead and add my sentiment on here first. So what I used, excuse me as I try and talk, for my sentiment, lately I've been noticing I have a shortage of birthday cards. So I thought I would make these into birthday cards. And this Make-A-Wish stamp set has these lovely birthday sentiments. I just love those two together. And so I mixed and matched them with, hold on, there it is. It's like, where did I set my ink? I used the Detail Black ink, and then I have, on this one, I used Coral Reef, our dye ink. And I'm gonna kind of try a couple of these on here once I decide which way I wanna direct these. Kind of leaning towards that way, I don't know. No, I think I do like that way. So I'm probably gonna use, use this ink on this one. And I thought about the purple on here, but I'm starting to second guess, and I think I might swap over and do some apricot, just because I think it'll bring out the corner of the top there. So let's go ahead and get our Misty out. And I'm going to go ahead and line up, since I've got two of these to do, I'm going to stamp both parts at the same time, just to kind of simplify things and make it go a little bit quicker. So we'll put that one in place. We'll do both the black images first. And I'll just tuck it down there, about like that. These would also be really fun to turn into shaker cards as well. I didn't do that this time, but I did think about it, actually. All right, I'm going to move this forward so I don't hopefully shake my camera quite as bad. Get the dust off of there. All right, there's that one. And then we can switch out and put the other one on here and stamp our other sentiment. This is our Detail Black ink, which is brand new, was out of stock, but I know has been restocked. I don't think it's out of stock again yet. Leah could probably confirm that, but Copic friendly, watercolor friendly, kind of like your all-purpose beautiful crisp black ink. And still horsing around. I love the new Misty. This is the one I brought home with me from Creativation. We used it for make and takes in Phoenix, and I was very fortunate to be able to bring it home, and I absolutely love it. I can't wait to order up some more. And yes, the Detail Black is in stock, so I was right on that. I know that one was a very long wait to get the right one, so all right. Let's add our little extra sentiment on underneath. I'm gonna just center it. Debated on going a little off center. I think I'm gonna. And the rainbow washi, I am not sure on that one. Linda. Ooh, excuse me as I drop my lid. All right, so this is aquamarine. Kind of thought that would be a good color with that purple and blue washi. Hoping I don't have ink on my fingers. I might need to fix that before I move on. See, Sophie, yes. Oops, just remembered I don't want to move that yet. Another one to stamp. I absolutely love these dye inks. The colors are so fun. They come in groups of 4 color families. They were a long work in progress to get them just right, but we're so happy with how they came out. And I love the names on the colors too. All right, I think that's about right on that. I'll put that away here in a little bit. So I'm just gonna, well, nope. That's the kind of sentiment I would lose on the bottom of something and never find again. So take that couple seconds to put it away. All right, we're done with our Misty. So now we are almost getting close to done on these. I'm gonna, oh, and that second ink was apricot. I don't remember if I said that at the moment there I was working on that. So let's go ahead and add our foam adhesive on the back of these. I have my nice new thick roll. I'm gonna cut down I get it in a wide width just because I always can trim it down and I feel like it stretches further. So then I can adhere that piece there and that piece there and get it in place. Yes, Greta, I love mixing and matching because as much as I love sentiments in black and just simple, sometimes it's fun to do black with a solid coordinating color as well. All right, let's get this one foam mounted on, and then I added some of our beautiful crystals along the top of that one. I haven't picked yet which colors I'll end up doing on this one, so I'll pull those out and see which ones we like. And Linda, you probably missed that part. As much as these look like ink blended backgrounds, these are all from one roll of our wide rainbow washi tape. So it's like a perfect background instantly. It almost looks like ink blending or watercolor. And it's got, I don't know if you can see on there, it's got like a touch of gold splatter on there as well. So super perfect. Oh, yay, Patricia. I have that same problem, full set syndrome. Oh, Debbie, awesome. Yeah, that's one of my favorite birthday sets, actually, and it's kind of one I tuck away sometimes and forget about, so I'm trying to get better about pulling it out and using it. All right, let's add those crystals. Oh, and actually, take that back. Before I do that, when I got ready to pop these on my white card bases, you could do that, and it looks okay. But it felt like it needed a little something. So on these ones here, I added just a little thin black border. Yeah, Linda, I figured you might have been a little late. That's why I mentioned it, because it totally fools you into thinking that's what it is. Jennifer, yes, you can stamp on the washi tape. You can actually heat emboss on the washi tape. You just have to be really careful to move your heat gun enough so it doesn't melt. Sorry, I was reading the other comments there. I know, Greta, I have a drawer full of little narrow washi tape and I feel like I never use it, but this wide washi, and then I've started to kind of rediscover it on some different cards. All right, so I keep just panels of black cardstock like this, and instead of trimming it down and then matting it, I like to just kind of get the two sides how I want them, and then I just use my paper trimmer to trim it down to get a perfect edge on there. Trim that off, and then trim that off, and then let's do the same on the other one. Just easier to do this before I add the crystals on there, I think. That's why I thought I might as well start here and do that. All right, that's how I get a perfect, nice little tiny border on there. I feel like that's the easiest way to do that. All right, now I can adhere these in place, and then we can finish off, excuse me, with those the crystals. And you could do this same technique. I don't know, Leah might be able to answer this, if any of the other wide washies are currently in stock at the moment. Let me pull out a couple of those. And actually, you could do this same technique just with pattern paper. You could create your own ink blended backgrounds, or make a watercolor background. Anything that you want to do to create the background on this. There's lots of fun options. So don't feel like you're stuck in one with only one choice. All right, I'm pretty sure on this one we're going to go with those purple, because I kind of I picked the blue to stamp the sentiment because that was up there, so it kind of pulled those two together, and putting the purple crystals up there will kind of pull the top and bottom. So it kind of does a good job, and then they kind of pop on their own place. If you've done purple here, it just kind of would have meshed in, and same up there. So I think it adds some good contrast doing that. I don't know if you can tell on this one, that's kind of what I did. I chose my color for my sentiment there from the top colors, and then I did green since it was kind of green on the bottom. Now this, I could do purple at the top, but I have a whole rainbow of colors going down here. So I'm almost thinking I might go with the blue there, because that's kind of towards the bottom, and it's still going to kind of pull it up together like that. So let me show you real quick. These are some of the other wide washi. The next one that comes to mind that I think would be really fun to do with this would be this one right here. So that would be another fun option. I'm not going to pull it out right now, but it's got these lovely watercolor backgrounds and some kind of gold frames. And then both of these are more, there's a floral and a eucalyptus. So these, we have lots of videos using all of them on the YouTube channel. You can search by the washi, or there's tags using those specific things. So if it's something you want to see more of, just click on the YouTube channel here and you can see more about it. All right, I'm pulling out, I like to use, all of these crystals come in 3 different sizes. So I love to mix and match the sizes just because I think it kind of adds some unique interest. Oh, yay, Mary. So glad you could join us. Welcome. Oh, and Sue, don't worry. These, I shared before, these all are available on rewatch afterwards. This is only our second one, so we're kind of getting our stride here and trying to make it a little more of a regular thing. Gonna try for once every week, kind of see how it goes. All right. And if you rewatch at the beginning, I showed a little sneak peek of the new release that's coming at the end of this month. So if you came in late, make sure and pop back and watch the beginning of that, because you're going to want to see that as well. All right. Now I'm going to pull out, just going to adhere those in place, and then I think we're finishing off here. I kind of feel bad. I actually didn't look and realize that the rainbow washi was out of stock when I made these cards today. Otherwise, I might have tried to use something else, but I guess it just gives you something to look forward to. Can we go with that theory? All right. Oh. And this is my jewel picker tool. If you haven't seen me, I feel like whenever I use jewels or crystals, I break this thing out and use it a lot. Oops, and then I'm messing up here. Tiny drop. I like to use glossy accents to adhere. I swear I can't talk today. Adhere my crystals and jewels. It's just kind of my favorite that I feel like does a really good job of holding things in place and staying put like I want it to. All right, I do my little drop at the, you could measure this out and be a little more precise to get it, make sure you have it centered, but I feel like just eyeballing it seems to work okay for me. And the other thing about using a liquid adhesive like this, it gives me a little bit of wiggle room if I need to adjust them around. You may have noticed I moved that center one on my last card just a little before it had full time to dry. All right. Let me make sure I didn't miss anything. Yes, Debbie, that's kind of why I love doing these. I feel like as we're all spending so much time at home, it's kind of a simple little way to feel a little more connected. And I think we can all use that. So, all right. I think we just finished those off. Gonna make sure I'm not missing any other comments. Yes, so Vonda, that actually, thanks for that request. I think it would be fun. I know that there are definitely YouTube videos on here already that use the washi tape with the matching dies, but it might be a fun one to do a live with as well. So we might have to consider that. We do have a new release coming up soon, so I'll probably be using some of that here in the future soon. So be on the watch for that. That release again is scheduled for November 30th, and there will be a big blog hop and everything as well. I know I'm actually looking at these, not complicated, and they didn't take very long, Connie. I'm actually kind of surprised that they went as quick as they did. I kind of expected it to take a little bit longer, but half an hour and we have both cards done and did a sneak peek and everything else. So yes, make sure and come back April 30th. We'll probably keep watching our Instagram account and Facebook page. We'll be sharing some sneak peeks, and you'll see some of the design team and guests starting to share those as well. And then there will be a big blog hop and lots of giveaways and opportunities to win. All right, and I see we have a winner. Congratulations to Patricia Coleman. You won today's $15 gift card. Yay, congratulations. Make sure and email Leah at Pinkfresh Studio. You can check that comment to claim your prize. And thank you everyone for joining us. We'll be live on, I'll be back on the Pinkfresh Facebook page on Thursday, making something. I don't know what yet, but it'll be a surprise for me too. And then hopefully back here again live next Tuesday. So take care, everybody. Have a good weekend, or week, not weekend yet. And I will see you again soon. All right, bye-bye.